Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I got a couple packages in today, and I just wanted to do a quick unboxing video today because there is a particular seller, not this one, it's actually this one. There's a particular seller off of Mercari, right? And I bought from this guy before, and I wanted to actually make a video about him because this guy gives you some of the absolute worst customer service in the world and has some of the shoddiest customization in the world. Well, if his product is so absolutely horrendous, why did I buy from him yet again? Well, there are a couple reasons. One, I was desperate, right? And desperation makes you do crazy things. That's number one. Number two, because I was planning on making a video, I decided I wanted to give him another chance and see if I got the opportunity to be impressed this time around. So one of the things that this guy likes to do is go ahead and update the tracker immediately. Like he accepted my offer, which was great. I appreciated that. But then he went and updated tracker to say that the item was already shipped. Like literally like 2 seconds after accepting my offer. And I'm like, man, that's shady as hell, and I hated that. But luckily this didn't take forever to get here. It took a few days, but we're in the same darn state, and you know, this shouldn't take more than a few days. But having bought from him before, I kind of know what to expect. So, again, I'm hoping that we get better products this time around. Something like this for the Papa Shango, it's not necessary. I really wish that when he gets like these, I really gotta stop biting my nails. I really wish he'd stop making these, because when you get 21 Hasbro accessories, you actually want Hasbro accessories that Hasbro actually came out with. Not these make-believe accessories that don't really exist, right? And it's a nice accessory, but it's fragile. It breaks like crazy. If I would have just dropped this right here, this is gonna snap like crazy. So it looks nice, but it's fragile. It's gonna break. Frankie, it's paper thin, but you know, as paper thin as it is, it actually looks nice, and it's actually size equivalent to the actual Hasbro figure. You know, not super big, not super bulky. So, you know, he actually did a really good job on this. And you guys know I'm putting together all of these bundles, right? You know, Series 3, all of Hasbro Series 3. And I want all of the accessories that go with all of the Series 3 figures, or all of the jumper figures, and I want all of the accessories that go with all of the jumper figures. Well, I already have that bundle up, so that's taken care of. But what about all of the figures that came with accessories? I want all of those figures. I want all of their accessories. I want all of, what else is going out over there? Arm punching figures, and all the figures that came with accessories for that. All of the figures that have teacup arms, right? All the figures that come with open hands, arm slamming motion, etc. So basically any figures that have accessories, all the figures that have open arms with the, or the right extended arms. So like, let's say Razor Ramon, for example, right? He's got two figures, Series 7, Series 10. So I need two figures for him. I need both chains. I need for both figures that come with accessories, and I need the figures that come with the open arm extended figure, right? So I need two figures, two accessories, two bundles. So that's another reason I kind of went with this this bundle. So What did I do with those scissors? There it is. So far, I've only looked at 2 accessories, but they're not bad. This, I don't like this. I hate when people like overprotect like this, tape everything up. You don't need to do all that. Just roll it up, you're good. You don't need me slapping tape on this stuff. Because just kind of cutting around this stuff, man, I already feel like I'm going to be breaking some of these accessories. I can always get the crown, but I can never get the scepter. I've got 1,000,000 crowns, but no scepters. One of the highlight pieces is the Razor Ramon chain, of course. And, nope, that's the Shango necklace. Oddly enough, I think I'm good on the necklace. Alright. So, one of the most worthless accessories known to man. The Warlord staff. It looks good. Now, if he actually had a closed hand, the Warlord staff would actually be really nice to have. But, like I said, it is an absolute worthless accessory for the Hasbros. Because all it does is literally sit next to his hand. You know, he's got open hands. You basically got to kind of like lean up against his hand like so, right? That's it. And it's, you got to like, when he's stationary, you got to kind of lean up against like so. It's stupid. When you say 21 accessories, this to me is not a serviceable accessory. This is basically trash. It serves no purpose. I can already tell by looking at this 2x4, just by the eye test, before I even pick it up, I already know this is a worthless accessory. If I try to put this in Jim Duggan's hand, it's going to slide right out. It is super freaking small. It's not wide enough. And in fact, I could walk over and grab a Jim Duggan. All right. Let's test her out, shall we? Let's test Jim Duggan. Get in the hand. Yeah, like I said, I could already tell. Eye test alone is all it takes. It's super freaking thin. I hate that. So right off the bat, you basically have 3 worthless accessories. This was nice to have, but like I said, it's paper thin. And if you do try to put the bird on the hand, you gotta be very careful because these feet break like crazy. So, the Razor Ramon chain. Actually, the Razor Ramon chain actually looks really nice. Now, I've seen something where they freaking, all they do is like, it's like plain. Like literally there's no design in it. It's about as flat as this right here. Imagine if this looked like the chain, or that the chain looked like this. Literally just flat, right? There's actual design in this chain, so this actually looks really nice. But it is, like I said, it's thin. You know, it's like it's any of the Hasbro accessories. We all know they're rubbery. They're rubbery. They're flexible. Any of this stuff, with enough pressure, this will snap easily. Any of the stuff falls off the shelf, they're trash. But this stuff isn't for keeps. I'm putting these bundles together, and I don't want to pay $1 million for authentic accessories. You know, I'm building these collections. People, the figures are the main attraction for these bundles. The accessories are nice to have, and I'm trying to make my bundles more appealing to my buyers, and that's why I'm including accessories. And people are going to pay up for the figures themselves, and the accessories, like I said, they're just making it more appealing. So are they going to pay a little bit extra, a few extra dollars for the accessories? Sure, but the figures themselves are what people are buying, not the accessories. So it doesn't matter if they're customs. All right, worthless accessory number 4, the urn. Now, the idea for Undertaker Series 4 was that he was to come with an urn. Not only is this a worthless accessory, but look at that. It's already got a dent in it. This is supposed to be with 21 accessories, right? And already 4 of them are trash. No good at all. So, all right. Hopefully the nightstick will actually fit Big Boss Man's hand. I'm not holding my breath. I mean, this looks super thin. This might slide out of his hand too, but as long as it actually fits, this might be a solid piece, hopefully. But I think I need one for a Series 3 Boss Man, so hopefully that'll work. I got some more Papa Shangos, so maybe I can list this for that one. So 4 good ones, and I got more. I got a ton of extra demolition figures, so it's always important to have demolition masks. Even, like I said, during any of my Hasbro review videos, whether I'm talking about Hasbro reviews, if I'm talking about like magazine reviews or like the Hasbook review, if you're looking at demolition original masks or if you're looking at demolition custom masks, these are valuable pieces, and this is done pretty well, actually. So most customs, when you're looking at demolition masks, most custom masks are done really well. So I have to give them credit. This is good quality. It's pretty hard, pretty nice and stiff. So I mean, are they breakable? I'm sure if you drop them in the right spot, yeah, they could crack. But I don't have any complaints about the demolition mask. I think this is pretty solid. They're going to serve their purpose. And, you know, as long as they fit nice and tight to the heads, I'm good with that. So we got 6 good pieces there. Yeah, I think the Macho Crown is supposed to actually have a little purple piece up here. So this is missing a component. But like I said, as long as it fits around his head, I'm good with that. The scepter is actually the most important piece. Like I said, I've got 1 million crowns, but no freaking scepter. I feel like whenever you buy a Macho Man figure on like eBay or something, you always find a crown, but nobody ever has a scepter. The scepter is incorrect as well. But even as an incorrect custom, it's fine. It's something to add to the collection. And the shock stick for Mountie, I might just keep this one because the one I have broke. I know my buddy Rob is supposed to send me a replacement, or, you know, that he's working on some customs for my collection. So I might add this to the bundle of figures that I'm building and wait for the one from Rob. I could always replace it if necessary. All right, so we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 good ones, and so far 4 bad ones. 17. Now, he said he was going to send me some extra pieces. But I think that's because he recognized my name or something, because I bought from him before. And I know in the past, he didn't send me, like, he was supposed to send me 21 pieces, only sent me like 17 or something like that. So he was missing pieces before. All right, so here's another one. Another absolutely worthless piece, right? I mean, these are all in the listing, right? So it's not like it's a shocker when you see these. It's not a shocker when you get the accessories. You know that they're coming, but they serve absolutely no purpose. I can't do anything with them. The one that you get from David Garland on Etsy, at least it has like a little handle. It's much smaller. Obviously, it ends about right here, right, and it's got a little handle that attaches to the wrist, so you can connect it to Rick Martel's hand, and that's pretty freaking awesome. But that is super freaking long, and you can't do anything with it. So we're up to 5. Well, I don't want to say 5. I'm going to say 4, because this, at least, with the little handle, you connect it to Papa Shango. This is a serviceable accessory. It's not part of the original line, but it's serviceable. But we'll because it's not part of the original, we'll say we'll keep it. Here's more. They look nice. Beautiful for Kamala, right? Mask and shield. But where are the attachments? How are you supposed to connect this mask to Kamala? It looks like he actually did add a sort of attachment to the shield, so this might actually work a little bit. But you still can't do anything with the mask, right? So guitar's actually done pretty well. You know what? I thought I was going to be disappointed with this bundle, but as I'm going through this, I mean, it's not actually a bad lot. Normally there's a lot of like paint loss and stuff on these and whatnot. Like the second you lift up the shrink wrap, the bubble wrap, there's like a bunch of paint coming off and everything. But no, it's actually done pretty well. Papa Shango staff. So again, not part of the original line, but this is really nice though. I mean, for Papa Shango, these are decent. I mean, they're not bad. I'll actually keep those as part of the good lot. It's fine. So this, I want to say, was necessary, was important, but because it's so small, it's worthless. This serves no purpose. Yeah, you could fit it in Undertaker's hand, but you're going to chip his paint on his hand if you try to, slide it in there. And like I said, it's dented. It's worthless. Serves no purpose. Can't do anything with this. You can't fit anybody's hand. Garbage. Other than sitting it on the shelf and leaning up against his body, it serves no purpose. Garbage. I mean, for Kamala, at least they added this, so maybe that's different, that's new, that's serviceable maybe. But at least the shield I bought from Raheem Sadru back in the day, at least he had like the little Velcro thing that he could just slide his hand right through. So you're not worried about like painting the chip on the hands or anything like that. This, I feel like it's going to be really tight, that if you try to squeeze it, it's going to break this piece off. So I'm just looking at it, I'm like, no, that's not going to fit. So this is really unserviceable. All right. I've got a number of these. And it's okay. Now that I'm getting like all of these Bruce Beefcake rubbery shears on eBay, kind of going back and getting like these hard pieces shears, I hate them now. Because I had like a million of these hard shears, right? And I'm so used to the rubbery pieces now that when I look at the hard shears, I'm like, it bothers me. But I'm like, man, dude, why don't you paint the orange black? I mean, you can make so much more by getting black shears. But these are probably some like the most important pieces. The Series 10 Bushwhacker hats. So he said he added some more pieces in here. I'm trying to think. Let's see what I got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Nah, he didn't add anything new. I mean, this is still the 21 pieces. There's nothing extra. So I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, there's nothing extra on there, but so this guy, he's located in Lancaster, Kentucky. Slipstream on Mercari. So I've seen him on. He's got the exact same listing on. He used to be on eBay all the time, right? And he had the same exact listing on Etsy, I believe, and the same exact listing on Mercari, and you could always tell because it's like this gray couch and 21 these 21 Hasbro accessories laid out. Uses the exact same picture, doesn't ever change. Price changes. Price used to be like $40 or $50, $25, $35. It's very low quality pieces, right? So you get all of this for like, I think they're like $35. I put an offer for like 26 and change. He accepted. Think about this, man. From Raheem Sadru in the UK, I think it cost me like 15 or 20 pounds just to buy a set of one pair of Bushwhacker hats. So let's say $20 for one pair of Bushwhacker hats. And I probably bought like 4 pairs recently because I have all of these Bushwhacker hats or Bushwhacker tag team sets. Another $20 or close to it, $15 or something like that for like, an authentic guitar. Demolition, I think for like a pair of Demolition, I think I probably paid like another $20 or $30 for a pair of Demolition helmets. So, and I bought a ton of accessories from him, right? So you're thinking of, dude, you spent probably a couple $100 or more on accessories. He's in the UK, plus that shipping cost. From the time I bought all this stuff from him, Razor Ramon chains, etc. From the time I bought it, that was probably a month or 2 ago. And I'm still waiting on that stuff, obviously. Compared to that, and compared to what I bought here, you're like, dude, did you overpay? You gotta think about it. I'm like, not really. Because like I said, what you buy from Raheem is top quality product, and what you're getting here is, you're getting your money's worth when you buy 21 accessories for $35, right? So when you look at this guy's Mercari account and you see 20,000 1-star reviews and 20,000 4-star, 2-star reviews and etc. And like you see all the negative reviews, it's like, I myself have had all of these negative experiences myself. You guys remember those? What was it? The smoking guns, Hasbro customs I bought, and damn, like I was expecting like actual Hasbro customs, right? Unpainted Hasbro customs, and what I got in, they look like a 5-year-old had went into his Play-Doh canister and molded together some Play-Doh and called them wrestling figures. That was that. If you guys remember that video, months and months ago, that was the same seller. But again, you ask, why do I buy from this guy if that's the type of quality you get? I have to go back to what I was talking about earlier. Desperate measures, desperate times call for desperate measures, right? So these weren't, crazy expensive items, and I'm trying to get. I want to get my accessories put on these figures as soon as possible, and I'm I don't want to say I'm losing patience, but I'm trying to get this stuff as complete as possible, because the sooner I get these figures accessorized, the sooner I can get them listed on eBay and get my listings active so that they can be sold. And I can earn my money and obviously get paid and try and pay my bills. Because once these things become active and they sell, they're going to be heavy hitters for me. So don't really have any big videos going out these next couple days, so I figured I'd make this video and put this up. I figured, you know what? As of right now, it's 2:37 p.m. I don't have any videos for Friday or Saturday, and the next video that I'm planning is gonna be the Saturday live stream. So I'm probably gonna put this video out immediately. That way, you guys have something to watch from me. It's a little bit something different than what I normally put out. I know. Not really a review video. Not really. Not your prototypical review video, I guess. I gotta clear off this damn counter. I've been posting items and I've been occupying this counter like crazy. But yeah, I gotta clear off some of this mail that came in as well. So, gotta open up my package from Canada. Got my new WrestleMania video game that came in. So, I gotta open up that and put that in a plastic protective case. So, I'm gonna get this posted, guys, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Something different for you guys. Thanks for watching, everybody.